Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to a video talking all about this current maze going on and how to maximize the number of coins you can get. If you pay attention to this video, you will be able to get the monster by the time the limited edition pathway comes out. The limited edition pathway is basically in 2 days. So if you look at the timer on the top left hand corner, it says 6 days, 22 hours, 1 minute. That's because 59 minutes have passed. Basically, the limited edition pathway always appears 2 days after the event starts. So basically, when the timer says 4 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, that's when you're going to see a limited edition pathway. When you see that limited edition pathway, you're also going to see a 10% discount. You see right now how it says 30% discount? Well, during the duration of the limited edition pathway, there's a 10% discount, and that is the optimal time to move. So I repeat, move only during the discounts, specifically during the limited edition pathway 10% discounts. And if you're not awake for that first discount, if you happen to miss that discount, do not worry, there's a second discount during the limited edition pathway. That second discount, let me show you this picture. That second discount will happen when there are 4 days, 8 hours, 59 minutes left in the event. So honestly, when the time is getting close to that, you can just put a timer on your phone and that'll remind you. I will do my best to do a pop-up video, so stay subscribed, have notifications on, letting you guys know, hey guys, there's a discount, make sure to move. So right now, you don't even need to really worry about costs or anything. Just worry about getting the discount. Just worry about putting the discounts on your phone and worry about collecting maze coins. That's all you need to worry about. But for those of you that are interested in the costs, this is my personal opinion. I think it is best to move during the limited edition pathway. And well, I said personal opinion, but here is a chart showing you guys the differences in costs and savings and all that fun stuff. So as you can see, if you collect 100 cells during the limited edition pathway, it would be actually cheaper than moving during the 30% discount. Look at that difference right there. You can get 100 cells of the monster for 2,831 maze coins as opposed to 5,756 in the main pathway, because there's obviously the main pathway and then there's the discount. And because it's Monster Legends birthday event, they're giving you guys the chance to get actually even more cells during the limited edition pathway. So here is a chart showing you guys the cost if you get all 160 cells on the limited pathway and the rest on the main. As you can see, even for 160 cells, it's a lot cheaper. You'll save 3,000 coins. For the 180, 200, and 220 cells, it becomes a lot cheaper to actually only move during a 30% discount. But as you can see, if you go for the 260, the 280, and so on, it actually becomes cheaper. So ultimately, it's up to you. I think it's better to move during the limited edition pathway because there are times when something may happen that you may not be able to get the 30% discount. For example, what happened to me with the last event with Glamhead on my baby account. No, on my main account, sorry. On my main account, I had like 5,000 maze coins saved up. I got sick. I didn't wake up in time. I literally missed it by an hour and some minutes. So unfortunately, I was not able to move during the 30% discounts. The 30% discounts will happen when there is 1 day, 17 hours, 59 minutes left in the event. You can use this picture as reference, the Knights of Justice maze. So you can also put a timer on your phone for when this is going to happen already. Just put a reminder on your calendar just so you know when to anticipate it. So if you know 100% for sure you can be up, you can be awake, you can play the game during the 30% discounts, you could move during that time. It's a big gamble, right? To just save all of your maze coins, put all your eggs in one basket for that 1 hour time slot when something could happen. You know, you could get sick, your Wi-Fi may not work, maybe you don't have your phone on you, something could happen. During the limited edition pathway, you have plenty of time to play. You can play for the whole 2 days when the limited edition pathway is out, and there's 2 discounts. So there's a higher likelihood that you actually be able to move and get the monster. So that's my advice to all of you. Honestly, if you're active for these next 2 days, you're going to be able to get the brand new mythic monster, very easy, completely free to play. So let's talk about getting maze coins. And as you can see, there's a 20% discount right now. Don't worry about this. You do not need to move right now. So let's start with the little question mark icon on the top. When you first open the maze, this appears. It says 30 for collect gold, 50 for collect food, 30 for feeding monster, 15 for PvP, 50 for breeding monsters, 50 for hatching monsters. So if you add up all of those amounts, that is how many maze coins you can get. And the key number here is every 4 hours. Basically, you have a pool in the game, and that pool is going to be full every 4 hours, which means every single 4 hours, I can collect 30 gold. Every 4 hours, I can collect 50 maze coins from collecting food, and so on. So you get 225 every 4 hours. That is the typical advice we like to give to everyone. So it's very simple. You simply just collect gold. Okay, if you have a newer account and you don't have as many farms, sometimes you're just gonna have to keep spamming over and over and over and over again for you to get all of your gold. You'll notice that the first time you click on on a monster, or the first time you feed it, the first time you collect gold, you may not get your maze coins. Don't worry about it. That is completely fine. You basically just redo the task. So I did my little feeding right now. I collected gold already. Here, let me collect food. Okay, now what? Oh, I already got my plus 50. We'll see if that's for this or not. Here, let me collect plus 16. Let me go over here. Monster vault. Let me feed this monster. And let's see, plus 23. And hey man, why did you appear? All right, let's collect again. Let's go back to monster vault. Let's feed a little more because I only got 23 and 7. Okay, there's my 30. I got 5 at the start, but that's only because the Aztec pathway just ended and I have some coins saved up from that event. All right, let me collect. Okay, so let me collect food again. I think I got my 50. Yeah, I already got my 50. What else do I need to do? Let me do a quick PvP really quickly. On the PvP, don't go and waste all of your attacks right now. For all we know, it's very likely that we are going to get another it's very likely that we're gonna get another 72-hour challenge. Actually, we are the deep sea 72-hour challenge, so do not go and use all of your maze coins right now. Or sorry, don't use all of your attacks right now. All right, just save them because we do have another event coming up. But my advice for this is to typically put a weak defense team so you could have easier revenge battles. Otherwise, you might be forced battling some really strong opponents. As you can see, I've been climbing the leagues. I am a Legendary 3 league right now, and the opponents are pretty tough. So just be conscientious of that. Be careful with that for sure. Here, let's do a monster review. I think it's gonna get resurrected with evasion. Yep. All right, let's take that down. Let's churn transfer, no more failures, and save Rossi. Okay, so I think Miserus will die with dots, and Nor can't kill me, and Nor might die with dots if it keeps attacking me. All right, endless, nope. All right, armor army, cool. It's not very often I use my ult. So there you go, awesome. So we will spin the roulette wheel. Got my 15 maze coins. So the key is you got to win. So spin your roulette wheel, you get your additional 50 maze coins. Hopefully if it lands, if not, whatever. I wouldn't spend gems to repeat. Typically, I've found that you don't really get the 50 maze coins. The only time I would spend gems to repeat is if I am so close. If I am like 1 or 2 nodes away from getting the monster, then yeah, definitely go for it. All right, let's collect gold again. I feel like I didn't get my 30, but maybe I did. So let's collect food again. You'll notice that I am not getting any more maze coins. Let's go back to feed. You'll notice I am not getting any more maze coins. All right. So I'm going to exit out. The last 2 things you have to do are to breed and to hatch. So in order to get your points for breeding and hatching, you always want to put a monster into the hatchery first. So I'm going to click on Thunder Eagle. Thunder Eagle goes into the hatchery. You notice I didn't get any maze coins, right? If I want to get my maze coins right away, really quickly, what I can do is I can do a quick little panicking breed, a Fireside breed, a Treeside breed. So let's go ahead and breed Fireside really quickly. So it only takes 15 seconds. I can come back to this. And I got 1 maze coin. I got that 1 maze coin because of this Firestar. And since Firestar only takes like 15 seconds, that's why I only got 1 maze coin. So check this out. I'm going to hatch that Thunder Eagle. Oh, sorry. I'm going to hatch that Firestar. And then I'll go back here. And then I'm going to breed Thunder Eagle. Now, you could also do Mer Snake, but the reason everyone says do Thunder Eagles is because you're killing, let's do that. What's the phrase? You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. The reason you want to do, and say I got my plus 49, because Thunder Eagle takes exactly 4 hours. The reason you want to do Thunder Eagle is because you always want to be preparing for the next race. So all the Thunder Eagles you get, what you want to do is you're going to extract them and you're going to accumulate Thunder Eagle cells. If you do Mer Snake isn't used for the team race. So it's smarter to do Thunder Eagle. If you don't have a Thunder Eagle, you can actually purchase them in the shop. So I believe if I sell this, let me see. I think I might just get, yeah, there's my plus 50. And yeah, the reason I got double 50 is because I had this saved up from the Aztec maze. I made a whole video about that. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. If you want to figure out how to do this and how to get double collection, it only works when the event first starts. But see, I put Thunder Eagle into the hatchery and then I did a quick Firestar breed, solo Firestar. That's how I get the 50 from breeding, or from hatching, sorry. If you just sell a monster from the hatchery, like if it's 4 hours and I sell Thunder Eagle, I'm not going to get any coins. I have to first put a monster into the hatchery and then sell a monster from the hatchery. So that's how that works. And with that being said, let's click on the Metal Legends maze. If you add up all of these amounts, I've already accumulated all the amounts. I got my 50 from hatching, 50 from breeding. I got all of these, and that's why I have the number of coins I have, plus the little extra I have because I saved from the Aztec maze. So there you go. There you have it. That is how you get maze coins. There is no other secret. There are no shortcuts. You do this every 4 hours. You do it in 4-hour intervals, and you're good to go. The cool thing is now that Team Wars and the mazes, they both align. They both have 4-hour intervals. So you have different ways of tracking. Thunder Eagle is one way to track, right? I see that there's 3 hours 58 minutes, so I don't need to log into the game. Or if I log into the game and it says 1 hour, I can put a timer on my phone and say, okay, I'll come back in 1 hour and I'll do my collections. After I do a war attack, I can use that as a timer and be like, okay, my monsters haven't recharged it. It hasn't been 4 hours. You can even look at PvP attacks. Maybe you always make it so you have 14 attacks. No, sorry, you have 11 attacks. That way when you're full, when you're 15 out of 15, you're like, hey, it's been 4 hours. So there's different ways to track. I would just say put reminders on your phone. Whenever you log off the game, put a reminder on your phone for 4 hours. Put a timer. And as soon as your phone goes off, hey, you're good to go. You know when to play. But that's basically it in terms of getting maze coins. It is pretty straightforward. Again, there are no shortcuts. Honestly, there's no shortcuts. It's literally just grind it out and get your maze coins. Aside from this, there's going to be a dungeon, a maze coin dungeon, where you can beat it and get additional maze coins. Just make sure to do that all the way. Eventually, there'll be a monster wood. The monster wood won't happen before the during the time of the limited edition pathway, so that'll be after. You'll use that for 30% discounts. The dungeon will happen, I think, tomorrow, honestly. So just be on the lookout for that. In addition to that, SocialPoint will likely do events where you can breed monsters and get maze coins. For all we know, we have a breeding event right now. Let's see. No, this is for Moonhaze cells. So I would just be careful with this, okay? There will be an event where you can breed monsters, and if you successfully breed whatever monster is the main monster, you'll get 250 maze coins. If you fail, you get 75. That is a good way to get additional maze coins. Just be careful with clogging your hatchery, right? Especially if you don't have the golden pass and you don't have this extra slot over here. Be careful with clogging your hatchery, because if you clog your hatchery or you clog your ultra breeding tree and your breeding cave, you're going to miss out on 100 maze coins, okay? So be careful with that. And then for those of you that have the Golden Legends Pass, you have the opportunity to use maze collectors. The maze collectors basically work for you. So if you want to, you can activate your maze collector tickets, and you can come back and they will collect for you. See, you add a ticket, you can do up to 4 tickets at a time. It'll be active for 16 hours, which during those 16 hours, you'll get 225 maze coins every 4 hours, and you can even keep adding tickets. So if you don't want to play, if you don't want to worry about collecting food, if you want to focus on breeding events, you could just activate your maze collector tickets for the whole duration of the event. If you don't want to use your maze collector tickets, you don't have to. They will instead just stay in your storage. You can save up to 30. You can save up to 30 of these in your storage, so you don't have to use them all if you don't want to. And I think with that being said, that has been a pretty thorough explanation on how this event works. Trust me, if you're active for these next 2 days, you will get Glamhead, 100%. And you don't even need that many coins, as you saw from the cost chart. You know, you can honestly log in like 4 times a day and you'll be good. So best of luck to all of you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. But if you follow this advice, I guarantee you will be able to get Metalbeat super easily. So with that being said, best of luck to all of you. If you have any questions, I will respond only if you saw this whole video and you still have questions. So best of luck to all of you. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if you do have any questions, and remember to subscribe.